Today I'm going to break down my main channel of how much I've made, how many subscribers I have, all on this channel. And also, if you stay long enough, I'm going to give you some helpful tips that's going to allow you to be a better and stable YouTuber for the long run and learn some of my shortcomings. So let's get straight to it. So I'm going to refresh this channel. I'm over 9,000 subscribers, almost hitting 10K, projected to possibly hitting it this month to next month, hitting 10K subscribers, depending on how much effort I put out. And I'm gonna tell you how many videos I've put out within a month on average and everything, breaking it down, giving it straight to you, and even how much I made over the whole year of the lifetime. So right now, 28 days, this is what I'm sitting at. 216,000 views in 28 days and 19K hours. I've gained 1.8K subscribers, and I made $106 for the estimate revenue of that time of 28 days. It's not bad. It's not bad at all, right? I've seen some channels who got the same amount of views and probably even worse. So the fact that we broke a good rate of $100, it's not bad at all. That means we got a payout for the month. And that's kind of like the idea. As long as I can receive a consistent payout for that month of $100, I'm happy. You know, well, I'm not really necessarily happy because you always want to continue to grow and have more. So now I'm going to go ahead and show you guys right here. Oh, by the way, I think this is good too. Let me let you see. Right here it says 8,757. And that's 48 hours. Now, how I'm able to do this? I'm able to get this amount of numbers and views because I post a lot. And I do mostly reactions on this channel, this main channel, reactions, but it's music. A lot of it became more music. I went from doing gaming reactions to just mainly doing reactions on there because it was giving me a lot of traction. It's a lot of things I've learned, and some things I want to let you guys know before you get into a lot of reactions on your channel is please make sure it's a good niche. Please make sure it's something that you able to do for a very long time. And please make sure it's not copyright. You do not want to do any reactions on a channels on content unless you know how to monetize outside of YouTube, like starting a Patreon and memberships and things like that, or streaming, right? If you're somebody who's good at streaming on Twitch, or you can do that. But if you reacting to content that's not monetized, it's going to be extremely hard to see your revenue go up. I think my highest revenue that I made was like $250, and that was like around the month of December, I think, since I've been monetized. So let's go ahead and let me show y'all the overall amount of how much I've made, estimately within the whole lifetime. Because I know y'all guys will be waiting for that. Here's what I made. For a whole lifetime, this channel is about 2 years old, right? It's about 2 years old. I made this channel in September 2022, and it's now February 2nd, right? Well, the 3rd, February 3rd, but it's doing it all the way to February 2nd because it doesn't process it till like 24 hours. Here, I made $1,354.06. And I have gotten over 1 million views on this channel. Over 1 million views on this channel. And that's how much I've made. Now, I could possibly make a little bit more than that. Probably could have made about double of what I've made so far, based on the views. But again, most of my views on my channel has been copyrighted. So I couldn't make any money off of it. Yeah. Yikes. They got me. It took about at least half of that, you know what I'm saying? So I could at least made about 2,800, maybe even 3K if everything was able to be monetizable, but that wasn't the case, right? Some of the things that I would say, man, personally, like I said, is if you're going, reaction is really great. You know, if you somebody who needs help with trying to figure out ways to be creative and do stuff where it's like, I'm playing around with numbers, where you're like trying to figure out how to be creative, come up with ideas. Reactions is a great thing, especially in your certain niche, right? If you're someone who's professionally into gym and you're like, all right, well, maybe I want to, like, instead of just being me first, let me find people who's already established and react to their stuff, and then me add more of my input on things because I know something about working out and fitness. You know, it might be about books, it might be about cooking, you might be somebody who went to school for cooking. You know, you can start off doing reactions in that niche. There's nothing wrong with that. I think for me, what I messed up on is um the number one factor is that I reacted to content that was mainly going to have copyrighted content in it, and I can't make any money off of it. It's growing, right? I post a video and on the right thing, and I get like 2 or 3 thousand views within 24 hours. You know what I'm saying? So that's not what's bad about it. Like, I get a lot of views, and I probably could maybe find ways to monetize it, but really, really want to stress this: change the ideal concept of reacting to things that's entertaining, because just because it's entertaining and it gets views, if it doesn't have no longevity and you can't monetize it, then it's a waste of your time and effort. And I'm just telling you that now, for somebody who spent 2 years on this channel really trying to grind it out and grow the platform. You know, you don't want to have resentment to your audience, thinking that you wasting all your time because you're posting things that not even going to be able to, you know, benefit from, right? And so that's why I'm starting the second channel, mainly because I wanted to start over on the branding and also talk about things that's going to be helpful. You know, that's another cool concept is, if you're making a video that's helping somebody and that's giving good input and information, you'll see better growth. You'll also get better opportunities, and therefore you'll also be able to monetize and make some money off of it, right? And that's a huge thing. You know, you want to make content that's going to be helpful. All right, so as you can see, I'm gonna let you look at this right here. I'll just exit out of that. My content. Look at all these, right? Just to show to you guys, prove to you. Like, look at that. Look at all those reds. Look at all those reds. It's a lot of reds, right? Some of them green, right? But it's a lot of reds. And I'll go back to the second. I think it's the second page of it. But I got. Yeah, I think it's this first page. One of them. I got some that hit like ridiculous amounts of like this one, 20,000 views on an hour-long video. Imagine you get almost 20,000 views. I had 1,587 likes, and that's 99% liking it, right? Compared to the people who dislike it. So I make good content. It's just not, you can't monetize it, right? You can't monetize it. Hold on, let me get this out the way so you guys can actually see it. It's right here. Boom. Right? I'm gonna move this back. So it's like you got all this good content, but just can't monetize it. I would say figure out, if you're in the situation I'm in, figure out how to change it. Right now, for what I'm doing is I'm starting to post other stuff slowly, right? You can't dramatically change the content what people already subscribed to you for, because they're going like, what the heck is this? So I post music, the music reaction still. Then I'm like, all right, since I'm a reaction channel and people know me for that, let me change it to where I'm doing reactions to a little bit anime, reactions to some gaming content, and I'm doing those things, right? Try to open up the gate so that way I can give me a little bit a foot in to try to adjust my type of content I'm making, and eventually I can make content that's gonna be just around me playing games or be entertaining or making skits and stuff like that. Because I'm also gonna be posting skits reactions. So that's kind of like the ideal. Since this channel is already based off reactions, start reacting to things that are funny, gaming content that's related to like what ifs. Like you see this KJ reacts to Super Saiyan 3 versus Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta what ifs type thing. It's a gaming gameplay that's a what if type of story mode. I reacted to that. I reacted to Hunter x Hunter, stuff like that, while still sprinkling it and giving them what they want. I call this rule the 65-35 rule. 65% you give them what they want, and then 35% you put out what you want, right? And if you do that, you're able to find some type of success in it. There's so much more to cover on this that I would say is know what you really want to do, because once you start, it's kind of hard to change. It really is. Once you start getting a dedicated fan base, it's kind of hard to change. And it is true. Like, you kind of have to find you a very good niche. Not that you have to be combined to it, but you do have to like understand that in order for people to commit to what you're doing, you're gonna have to have some type of niche, because they don't want to just follow something that just has a blend of everything, right? And just looks crazy. Most people, unless you just have a very good personality and people just naturally loves you, then that works. If not, you're just not going to find any growth. Now, when you're first starting off, it's fine because you're trying to find what's working, what sticks. You want to experiment. And right now, that's what I'm doing the stage of my original main channel is I'm experimenting, I'm trying things, but not too hard to where it deters off the audience I already got. And by the way, you're going to have to accept if people unsubscribe to you, then they unsubscribe to you. Like, I gotta accept the fact, like, once I decide to really pull that plug and say, hey, I'm going to start changing more of my content and start adding more different things that's not going to be related to things that are going to give me copyright, which is music reactions, then if they decide to unsubscribe, then they unsubscribe. You can't really control that. You know what I'm saying? Now, there's two ways you can do it. I was telling myself this today. I was like, I can either stick with a small channel like I have right here and just give value and just build up within a year or so and see a transformation, or I can move all that content straight to my main channel, which is already monetized. You could do either one, but it's way tougher to change the mindsets of what people already see you on that one channel. Even though you're the same person, the same personality, the same energy, everything, same quality, people just they just stuck on what they subscribe to you for. So it's just very hard. So keep that in mind also. So you see how much I've made. I'm not gonna make this too much long. I just want to give you right here and right here how much I made and what my plans is to do with this channel. You see the amount of analytics and updated real time, how much I made based off the amount of views. I gave it to you. If you guys want more deeper in depth, just give me some ideas, ask questions. I can make videos about that as well. And I could continue to just show you my journey and update on my main channel. And even on this channel, once I started getting more analytics and numbers, and I can show you guys on both two different channels and compare them. So if you guys are interested in that, just let me know in the comment section and hit that subscribe button. And appreciate you guys for tuning in. See you on the next one.